وبركاته. Alhamdulillahi wahda, wassalatu wassalamu ala man la nabiyya ba'da. Honorable dignitaries, respected elders, and my dear friends, myself Asna Nafis, studying class 9 at IPS International. Honored to speak to you today about a topic that I believe affects us all, that is the impact of civil rights. Knowing about civil rights is not only for understanding our history, but for shaping our future. يا أيها الذين آمنوا كونوا قوامين بالقسط شهداء لله ولو على أنفسكم أو الوالدين والأقربين. O you who have believed, be persistently standing firm in justice, witnesses for Allah, even if it be against yourself or parents and relatives. Surah An-Nisa, verse number 135. First of all, let me tell you, what are civil rights? Civil rights are the bedrock of justice and equality, ensuring that every individual is treated with dignity regardless of their background. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." Today, as we look back at the civil rights movement, I am reminded of how these words continue to challenge us. Let us know about some of the notable events of civil rights around the world. In 1950, the US Supreme Court strikes down the segregation of black people in graduate and law schools. In 1955, Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat on a public bus to a white passenger. She stood for her rights. Then finally, the Supreme Court stated that the segregational seating was unconstitutional. In 1964, the Civil Rights Act of 1964 was introduced, which eliminated legalized segregation in the US. Apartheid in South Africa was led by Nelson Mandela, who fought against racial segregation. Now, let us know about civil rights movements in India, where nationalists and social reformers like Raja Ram Mohan Roy and Mahatma Gandhi were concerned with the denial of civil liberties. After independence, Government of India appointed Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar, who was the chairman of drafting committee to draft our constitution, and he authored the document and formulated the civil rights. My country, India, has provided us with fundamental rights that are incorporated in Part 3 from Article 12 to Article 35 of the Indian Constitution, namely, right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, and lastly, right to constitutional remedies. And our country, India, provides us rights that are available to every citizen without discrimination based on race, religion, gender, etc. As I conclude, I am reminded of the powerful message in the Quran that says, Allahu ya'muru bil adli wal ihsani. Indeed, Allah orders justice and good conduct. Surah Al-Nahl, verse number 90. This call to stand up for justice is not just a duty, but a form of worship. As a citizen of India, I feel that I have the right to enjoy my civil rights to the fullest, because civil rights are not a privilege. They are a promise that should belong to everyone equally and conditionally. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us strength to stand up for what is right, the wisdom to understand others, and the courage to be voices for those who are unheard. Together, let's continue the work for a world that values each person's right and respect their humanity. With this, I would like to end my talk. وآخر الدعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.